I just decided to go live, you guys. So let's see what's going on with the collective. First of all, I want to start off with the Declare and Decree Oracle deck. Let's see what you guys are needing to burn and release during this time. I hope everybody's having a happy Sunday. It says all spiritual and physical cord attachments to all wicked cults, known and unknown, are destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. You can write and burn that in a safe burning bowl. Some of you guys could be tied to, you're on this spiritual journey, but yet, you know, you still got some blockages and some ties that's creating ties to your spiritual walk. Creating blockages to your spiritual walk. The next one is all blockages to my Akashic records and the activation of my DNA are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Some of y'all, you know, you're trying to remember or trying to be a believer, okay? Let me see. One more spirit. I gotta go get this food in a minute. All unhealthy pride and ego that prevents internal change is cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. Okay, so it sounds like you guys, like I said, you're ready to walk away and clear some blockages, some known blockages, known and unknown at that, while knowing that you have a unhealthy ego, okay, that's also blocking you. So look at the bottom of the deck, though. All external blockages created by myself or others are now cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. This further lets me know that you guys are dealing with blockages, and you know that they're created by you. This is why that unhealthy ego and pride card came out. So go ahead, you know, write it on index paper, like this, and do your burning and releasing. Okay. So let's see. You guys are ready to end some things for sure. So let's pull Oracle of Pluto to see where you guys are at energetically. Okay. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's the end of the day. It's like 4:48 here. Okay. So I got the Rooster card here. Let's see what this is about. All right, collective. The Rooster Shadow. Let's see, page 57. All right, so 57, Rooster. Dominance is what this card is about, okay? So, as the male half of this deck's poultry duo, the rooster exhibits incredible dominance. These birds are naturally territorial, aggressive, and in charge. If another rooster enters the flock, the two are quick to battle it out. If rooster energy is at play, you may find yourself being challenged by another alpha, having to assert your dominance. If this card has arrived alongside with the hen, then you are in the arena of power plays. And I'm only dealing one card. So, who is in submission and who is dominant? If you are feeling territorial or jealous, ask yourself why. Is it necessary for you to stand up for what's yours, or is this a moment to hang back? It's also possible that you are disregarding the boundaries and needs of other people to make sure you're the top dog. This is why all unhealthy pride and ego came out, okay? Some of y'all know you're dealing with unhealthy pride and ego. You just strutting your stuff, okay? Let me see. And it says, if that's the case, it's time to take a step back and recognize that relationships of all kinds work best where there is mutual respect for each other's autonomy. Just as you don't want to be stepped on, neither does anyone else. So consider the concept of peacocking, a term used when someone is showing off and making themselves seem bigger and bolder than they really are. There is a fine line between confidence and arrogance, okay? One is rooted deeply in insecurity and the need to overcompensate, whereas the other is steadfast and tends to be much quieter. True confidence does not need to boast or brag, and real leaders know the value in respecting the people who follow them. Okay, so you guys are having a reality check. That's what it sounds like. There's a reality check going on. But what it looks like to me is just that your spiritual team is saying, hey, look, you need to work on this. Okay? You need to work on your pride, your ego, because it's preventing internal change for you. Okay? We're going to put this here. Okay, tarot. I won't be on long, but I will get through this message. Okay, we got the Ten of Cups here with the Three of Swords in reverse. With the Page of Swords. So, collective, it looks like you guys are definitely in the energy to where you're emotionally stable. Okay, across the board. Okay, home front. Because the table is set here with this Ten of Cards energy. The table is set. So there's some type of balance here in this Ten of Cups energy. Three of Swords being in reverse, meaning that you're really not. I just heard Mary J. Blige. No, I'm not gonna cry. No, it's not the time. You're not worth my tears. So you guys, it's something that you're not worried about here. You're not trying to figure out. But however, you are being watchful of possibly what you're saying. Some of y'all can have your own podcasts out there. This is what you're focused on. Your Ten of Cups. Your Ten of Cups. Regardless of what's going on, okay? You're focusing on your Ten of Cups. So let's clarify Ten of Cups. Yeah, you got the Tower in reverse. Something's going on where something's falling and it's like a near miss, but however, it's unstable. Something's unstable. And you're like, okay, this is something that I cannot prevent from happening. It is what it is, okay? With the Three of Wands. Yeah, somebody's packing their bags. Somebody's realizing that their time is up. Wow. King of Pentacles. And because you're focusing on your money. And see, this is why the Ten of Cups card is here. So you got the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles. I just heard crown me. So I feel like you guys are saying, you know, in the midst of what's going on, I'm doing what I have to do regardless of what it feels like and look like. I'm doing what I have to do. Wow. knowing what you're dealing with here, knowing what you needed to burn and to release. I'm here. Look, I'm not finna compete. I'm not finna, my gift is going to make room for me. So some of y'all are aware of the opposition that's out there. Yeah, with the Four of Swords, you putting it to rest. Some of y'all are laying your issues on the altar. Somebody said you do you. I know that's right. Yeah. You're not paying attention to the distractions. I'm about to use the Secret Thoughts Oracle. But deep down inside, you're saying, may every evil eye go blind. So you're protecting yourself. Okay. Look, hustler, King of Pentacles, being about your business, focusing on you. But sitting duck came out in reverse. You're refusing to be a sitting duck. Yeah. You got angelic assistance here as well. Yeah, with this mindset, you guys are definitely going to propel. You're going to push past whatever this opposition is, or whoever this person is trying to compete with you, whatever blockages, barriers they're trying to put up. You kicking them down just by doing you, minding your business, focusing on you, just moving out of the way, Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, look, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And this is what you're doing. You're like, okay, but they're not stopping anything. Somebody think that they're doing something by throwing you lemons. But you got your boots on the ground and you strapping it up. You're strapping it up. You're going through life challenges. Taking the road less traveled, you don't mind. Okay, let's see. I need another deck. Yeah, some of y'all are just believing in yourself, believing in your own magic and what you can do. And see, you can only do that by focusing on yourself. Let's see. And look, you have the number 3 here. Even though it says 12, it breaks down to a number 3, and number 3 is harmony. You're doing what it takes to cater to yourself. Believing in you, listening to your own intuition. It says expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Let's see what this says. And that's number 12. People will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need nobody else's approval, only yours. So this lets me know that you're definitely okay. This is why the 3 of Swords came out in reverse. Something was set out to try to hurt you and set you back or have you sitting like a sitting duck. Sitting duck came out in reverse as well. Something tried to stop your hustle. But you're prevailing. You're prevailing because you're like, okay, I don't care what nobody says about who they think I am. It doesn't matter. I know who I am. I don't care what they're saying. If I'm getting a lot of no's, I don't care. I'm being consistent and persistent, and I'm going to keep going. Okay? Okay, y'all got the guts out there to stand. Okay, let's see. Let me get one more. Look, endings are inevitable. And this is why this Tower card came out in reverse, clarifying this Ten of Cups. You know that this was something that just had to happen, okay? And you're aware of that. But see, endings bring about beginnings. Let's see what this card is about. And this card breaks down to a 10, number 37. Definitely endings and beginnings. So as humans, we tend to see things in black and white, forgetting to account for all the gray in between. There's someone in your life who's began to fade away, or maybe they're gone altogether now. Don't fight it. Real relationships are not the same as the fairy tales we know and love. There are no neat and tidy bows to tie things up at the end, leaving you satisfied. Acceptance isn't easy, but it's a thing you need to work towards. We create our own closures, and this is what you did. You created your own closure. This is why you got the expectation card. Okay? So let's get a mediumship card for the collective. See what your intuition is saying to you. Okay. Woo. So we got Animal Kingdom here. I got two cards. I'll take them both. Animal Kingdom and Clairaudience is what I have. So let's read them both. It says animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us, as they've been in our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. Whether they have feathers or fur, 2 legs or 4. They also have souls, and people take comfort in knowing their beloved pets exist in the spirit world. Many people reach out to a medium with the hope of connecting to their loved ones, but equally, there are people who also want to know, do animals go to the other side? Will my beloved pet be there waiting for me? Animals are just like us, and that they're a soul that temporarily inhabits a body. As a medium, you have the ability to sense, feel, and even hear these wonderful creatures that have passed on. All it takes is a little education and training for you to open your awareness to them, to become more aware of people's pets on the other side. Start by studying the different types of animals that make up the animal kingdom. Become aware of all the animals you see throughout your day. Notice their shape, size, color, breed, and personalities. Hold their image in your mind for a moment. Be open to all animals, as there are pets of all kinds, not just dogs and cats. By educating yourself and being more aware of different animals, you actually adding that knowledge to your unlimited psychic database. So with this card coming out, this lets me know that there's a spirit animal that's aiding you, or some of y'all may have lost a pet, and and I'm hearing sorrow. There was some sorrow or whatever, but what you need to know is there's been moments where this animal had been reaching out to you. And for others of you, there's just this spirit animal that you need to be aware of that's reaching out to you, because as a spirit guide, okay? Then you got the clairaudience card. Have you ever heard your name being called when no one is actually there? Does a particular song or piece of music play in your head unexpectedly? Do you sometimes hear what others are thinking? These could be indicators you have the ability of clairaudience. It's the inner sense of hearing, the ability to hear names, dates, certain sayings, and yes, even songs and melodies. You may be receiving this information on a psychic or a medium mystic level. Some people hear objectively, which is outside themselves. Others hear subjectively in their minds, as though as hearing messages in their own voice. On a mediumship level, when a medium is working with the ability of clairaudience, it can be very specific and quite remarkable to witness. The medium's inner hearing is so acute and receptive that they may verbalize everything they're being told by the spirit communicator. Next time you're outside, try this simple exercise. Relax and close your eyes. Try to really listen to the sounds that are far off in the distance. Be it the traffic, children playing, birds singing, or just people talking. Use the power of thought to stretch your listening, and then focus your awareness on the sounds closest to you. Listen to all the sounds at once. This special exercise is meant to develop and strengthen the medium's inner sense of hearing. So, with these two cards coming out together, this further lets me know that there's a spirit animal that's been trying to communicate with you. And some of you may know it, but you was just unsure of what it was or what it is. So, I need to find my deck to see what animal is trying to reach out to you guys. And like I said, this could be a pet that you guys used to have that has some passed on into the, the spirit realm. But they're definitely helping you move past this obstacle. I'm going to deal 3 cards. So you got crow, turtle, and this says antelope. So these are your spirit animals. And let's read crow. It says, which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? This is if you're seeing a lot of black crows, okay? Maybe you had a crow as a pet. Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change, okay? So whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, your spirit guide wants you to know that it's okay. You can do it. You can make that change. This transition is, you get a green light, okay? The next one is turtle. If you guys been seeing a lot of turtles, this energy represents calm. The turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break from your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. So if you're seeing a lot of turtles, your spirit guide, your animal spirit guide wants you to know you need to take a break and ground yourself. Go outside, take a walk, plant your feet in the soil, put your hands in the soil and the ground, and connect, okay, to Mother Earth. Okay, this is decisive action. This is the antelope. So if you've been seeing a lot of these animals, you are being told, equivocally, that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and make actions towards making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. So, and see, this is what you're doing, though, because you're not the sitting duck. So all of this is just, to me, this is your green light. Trust your instincts. You have the door in front of you. Start walking towards it. The bottom of the deck is the blue jay. It says you are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight at any time if you find yourself in a situation that doesn't suit you anymore. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to do the spiritual, the glowing guidance oracle, right? And then a guided light message from this book. Dang. They're coming out in reverse. Okay, so karmic birth came out again. I just did a video of karmic birth. This card is about low vibrational energies creating another energy. For instance, if you are low vibrational and you link up with another low vibrational masculine or female or whatever, you guys could give birth to a child that's born in karmic energy. Or if you're dealing with a low vibrational energy and yet you're vibrating low, this thing can also hit your sacral root chakra. All your lower chakras is going to take a hit. So in reverse, this is you saying no. Okay, you're not dealing with the negative energy. You see it and you're putting an end to it. Okay, you're not operating in low vibrational energy. You're moving yourself away from the situation and you're saying, yeah, they can have it. I'm moving myself from this situation. You got divine masculine in reverse. You could have been dealing with a false divine masculine or somebody who really wasn't who they say they were or who they was leading you out, leading you on to be, right? And look, the past returns is in reverse. So the past might have came, but it didn't stay. Okay? You because you like the buck stops here. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, you're not coming over here telling me who you think I should be. You're not coming over here in all this ego. Yeah, so you guys are moving forward. Yeah, because you guys do not want to feel spiritually depleted. So let's see. Let's get a message from the Guided Light book by Shadi Zane. We have random message number 38. I'm about to read it. It says, you may have many options available, but not all are viable options. Some individuals might try to keep you tied to them, hindering your exploration of new opportunities. Recognize your value and assert your position. You deserve relationships that are healthy and supportive of the improved version of yourself. And so this is why you're moving. You're breaking away from the spiritual cord attachments of wicked occults, okay? Known and unknown. Anything that's creating blockage to your memories and all unhealthy egos. So this is what you were up against. But because you're removing yourself. You're removing yourself because you want to see a new, improved version of yourself. And this is where you're walking towards. This is what you're walking towards. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use the I've Got to Testify Oracle. And I'm going to close this out. Okay. This card says, you can't tell me who to love. I'm grown and I know what I want and deserve. For some of you, you could have elders in your business or people that trying to control you. You know, trying to tell you what to do, how to move, who to love. Okay? This could be a mother or a father. This card says, I can't believe my spell work didn't work. It's not fair that I can't have a life of abundance and love. I'm going to try something else because they don't have the right to be happy if I'm not. Yeah, see, y'all be careful because there's somebody out there that's, you know, shooting the evil eye at you. And this is why it says, may every evil eye go blind. You definitely protecting yourself, or you could know. You could have known that somebody was sending something your way. Okay? But you're saying, it's time I follow my heart and leave this church, leave this occult, leave this person. I know there's more out here, and I don't care what they think. This is my life. So you guys are taking things into your hand. And look, this card says, Mama, this is my life. I respect you, but why do you have an issue with me loving her just because she is not religious? Doesn't mean she's not good, not a good person. She makes me better. So yeah, somebody's trying to control your narrative here. Whether it's love that you want, whatever it is that you love or you going towards, or whatever you feel like what you're doing or you investing your time in is making you feel better. And you got naysayers out there that's trying to prevent you from being your best self, tapping into your higher self. But you're standing your ground. You're standing your ground. So, I'm going to get one card from the Diary of a Spiritual Black Sheep, and then I'll end this. I was supposed to end it with that one, but if you feel like this message resonates with you and you would like a personal reading, email me. But you guys are working through your fears and you are releasing whatever has held you back from focusing on those things which are important to you. It may be time to do some self-reflecting to see what the root of these fears stem from and clear them. There's a new opportunity coming your way that has great potential for growth and abundance. Grab hold of this gift because you have earned it. So there's definitely something coming your way because you've released the thing that was holding you back. It could be an old mindset. It could be, you walking away from your mother, somebody that had a strong attachment to you. Okay, that's my message to get ready to go. Okay, I'll text them back. But yeah, you guys are definitely, you got the fork in the road here. And you're saying, okay, I'm putting my hands on the steering wheel and I'm going to drive my own car. Okay, y'all, I'm Unconventional Jec, and this is your message. I'm out.